It's High 97. It's the Angie Martinez Show. Laura Stylez filling in. I got my man Cass One with me.
Yeah, we here.
Special guest, we got N.O.R.E in the building.
Queens, baby.
Oh,
N.O.R.E.
I wasn't expecting the claps. That's
AKA P.A.P.I, AKA
yeah.
student of the game. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, thank
Yay,
you,
we're
thank you so
excited.
much. Yes, thank you,
And
thank
it's
you.
nice to see a nice, slim, healthy N.O.R.E, right?
Oh man, I'm getting big again. I gotta get back in the gym, but you know, I'm smaller than I was before. So yeah, that's it.
You know what really makes me happy when I see you Instagram like the kale smoothies, right?
Oh yeah. I fell off, man. I'm gonna get back on it. Don't worry.
Please,
soon,
it's
very
inspiring.
soon.
So you guys had a crazy album release party last night at Infinity.
Oh yes, man. Infinity, man. It was my first time there.
Really?
It was in Queens, fantastic, and
Enough to Donnie made a movie
yes,
for you?
enough. Like I love. You know, a lot of people when DJs, you know, they hear DJs on the radio. A lot of people forget that these guys are real street DJs as well.
Yeah.
And it's just dope to see. You know what I'm saying? You know, Cass One know I'm a fan of him. It's just dope to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Enoughs, the Mr. C's, the Camillos, just when they go in the club, it's just like magic.
All right, well, let's talk about Student of the Game.
Yes, please.
So,
yes, please.
You know what?
Please.
I saw the High 97 documentary.
Oh, did you?
Absolutely. We were watching it in studio, and it was really dope. You guys had, like, sick vintage footage of, like, you and Pun.
Right,
you and Capone. That was really, really dope.
I got mad footage with me and Pun that I can't use. One, his wife might kill me. Okay. And
we don't want that.
And two, I don't want to, you know, people to see how you know, I don't even know how to say. I'm gonna just keep the footage. You know what I'm saying? Me and Pun, like running Triz was real at one point. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's footage. It's like we used to have Queens and Bronx raw. You know what I'm saying? Like my crew has always been consisted of Queens dudes and Bronx dudes, and like we used to go at it. Like yo, who could run the most Triz? Like you know what I mean? And I was that young and dumb that I captured it on film. Like I incriminated myself.
Yo, he has like the ill blackmail.
Like of myself though. I can mail footage to myself like yo, act right. And you know, I'll straighten up, you know what I mean? And you know, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, I got joints with me and Pun participating.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know what was ill though was the footage of you and Pharrell.
Yeah, that was our actual 8th time in the studio for this album. Like, you know, me and Pharrell, we got a history of making certain records. So I see how he works with other artists. I'll go hang out with him sometimes, and he plays one beat, and the artist is like, that's the one, let's go. And I just be looking back like, okay, I can't do that because we have, like, it makes no sense for me and Pharrell to work unless we're trying to beat Super Thug, unless we're trying to beat nothing, or like unless we're trying to top it. So sometimes it's harder, you know what I mean? Because I want a real hit. And it took us 8 times in the studio. So like when you hear him say, yo, I can't give away the secrets, he was dead serious. That wasn't like, yo, he didn't even know we was filming, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we were in there, like, I don't want to say frustrated, but he had 4 joints that he loved. I had 4 joints that I loved. And we had no joints that we loved together. So I was like, yo. And then he called me 8 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, you in Miami? I was like, yeah. He was like, studio 4 o'clock. Hang up. I was like, damn, you ain't even asked me if I'm busy. You just said, I could be doing anything. But he was so hyped. He was so hyped that I was like, you know what? I went there, and at 4:30, he sat there, and you know, Pharrell's like really a cool guy. Yeah. Like he's really laid back. But when you see him in the zone, he's looking at you, and he can start going, the moment when you see that, man. And he started looking, and he started giving you mad fives. I'm like, oh my God, we got one. Like before the beat was complete, he kept giving me fives. He was like, like it was literally like Charlie Brown's school teacher. Like I really didn't hear what he was saying, but he just kept giving me 5, and I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, all right. And we did it that night. He gave it to me. He was actually big up cashing out because he was actually in the middle of the cashing out session. and I felt terrible because I walked in and Pharrell was like, "Let's go, hold on, cashing out," and he was like,
he
"Yo,
put it on pause for you."
nah, I mean that, but you know, cashing out is that's my young homie, like salute and respect, and he must have obviously told him that, like it wasn't like we crashed this session, like you know what I mean, and then I thought he played it for cashing out, and so I went out, I was like, "Yo, cashing out, didn't he play that for you and you didn't like it?" He said, "Now, N.O.R.E, you know he didn't play me that joint." I was like, "My bad, young homie," but that's my dude, you know what I mean, big him up, and I gotta shout him out because he's a part of that, you know. A lot of people didn't see that, we didn't film it obviously, but yeah, it happened in his session.
It was dope. Well, obviously when we heard the joint, it just really felt good to hear you two together.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think in a lot of ways, without trying to pat myself or pat him on the back, we're the East Coast version of Snoop and Dre. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to hear us together. Paul. Yes.
Should we refer to him as Poppy?
No, you can listen. You can call me. Listen, you can call me N.O.R.E. You can call me Poppy. You can even call me Colette because I accept those. It's okay. You call me whatever you want. You know what I mean? Word.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you watch Love and Hip Hop? Be honest.
I absolutely watch Love and Hip Hop. I'm not even gonna lie. Every brother who walked in here with me, we just had lunch at Chin Chin's, and I pulled up the episode of the reunion because I was out, you know, running around, and I was basically a prick because they were asking me. I was like, chill, like I'm actually into this. Right. I said, yeah, I'm into it.
Hot97.com. We posted the reunion. I mean, we have to watch that since you missed it.
Right.
That sucker punch.
Oh wow, that's what you want me to comment on?
I mean, just saying. It was to me that was the highlight. To be honest with you, my highlight was when they focused on Tahiri. She was like, boom.
Wow.
That was my favorite. I'm sorry.
Yo, that's a real Dominican woman from uptown. That's like this. Like I know. I always, you know, she's like my sister. Tahiri, we always see each other, show each other respect and love. But seeing her like jump in, that's just like wow. For a man, like that's like. I don't know if they can hear me, but it's like, you know, it's like a wow. I can't even describe it in the words. It's like, yo, that's gangster. Yeah, that's what's up. That's respect.
Could we ever see you in a reality show?
I don't think so. I mean,
you've basically documented. You bet you have crazy footage of all the crazy stuff.
He's like a walking movie.
Yeah.
You ever hung out with N.O.R.E? He's like a walking movie.
Exacto.
So,
but not loving hip hop.
What do you mean walking movie?
Everything that happens is just like, yo, there's got to be a camera around it. This can't be real. Like this got to be set up, man. This can't be real.
No, I like love. I like the reality shows, but like that format that's out right now for me to participate in that, I don't think that's good for me.
Not for you.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe if something else comes around, I get offered reality shows every day. People love my personality, and up until now, I've really predominantly turned most of them down. Like. But there's nothing out there for me right now, like as far as reality that I directly identify with. But now watching it is something totally different. I'm into it. It's the new version of soap operas. I'm into it. Big up everybody doing their thing, getting their money. Albums in stores. If you guys don't know, we got Lil Wayne on there. We got Large Professor on there. We got Pete Rock on there. We got Tech Nine and Mayday on there. We got French Montana, 2 Chainz, Pusha T on there.
Features are crazy.
Who else do we got? We got Kevin Hart on there on the skits.
You got Victor Cruz on there.
I got Victor Cruz. You know, I had to keep it Puerto Ricano. You know what I'm saying? Represented. And who else? I got Scott Disick on there. I hate saying his last name because I just don't know.
It sounds.
Well, how do you pronounce it?
Disick. I mean, that's how I say it. Disick.
Yes, he actually did the Angie show, and she asked him, "What rappers are you cool with?" And he named like I think Kanye or somebody else, and she was like, "Yeah, but you know, you're technically supposed to be cool with them. What other rap?" He's like, "N.O.R.E's my man."
Yeah.
And yo, just so everybody from New York called me that day like, "You don't really hang out with Scott. Scott is the homie, yo. He's thugged out militainment. We about to get him a good belt because that's the new gang we started, the Good Belt gang, and we're gonna get him a good belt, and he's officially initiated."